You've learned a lot about Rust, and you've started working on your first COSM-WASM smart contract. It's time to deploy to the Neutron testnet. Neutron mainnet is much the same, but we'll use the testnet so we don't have to use real money in order to pay for the gas fees and deploy our smart contracts. What we will do is install the Neutron D client, which lets us communicate with the network, actually configure which network it's communicating with, and then set up a local wallet with development keys and fund that wallet so that it has the ability it'll be funded with the faucet, but it has the ability to pay gas fees for uploading the code and so on. We'll build our code and optimize it so it's a small size and can easily fit on the blockchain, and then upload that code and instantiate a smart contract from it. A smart contract on Neutron refers to code, and there can be many instances of the same code. They all have their own addresses and storage. They really have nothing to do with each other other than the code that dictates how they run is the same. And then we'll test everything and make sure it works as intended. First, pop up a terminal. You can go over to your project IDE terminal, that's fine. But to keep it clearer, I'm going to go over here. And you need to make sure you have Go installed. Now, I have Go 122, which is actually the required version for the latest version of Neutron. Even if you have 123, it won't work. But if you have some other version or you don't have Go installed, go to go.dev, click download, and select whatever your platform is. I have an M1 Mac, so I selected this ARM64 option. Select the installer either up here or, you can't select 123, so scroll down. Select a 122 installer and install Go. Make sure it installs correctly. You might have to restart your terminal or something like that in order to get Go version to work and to show what you expect, which is a 122 version for your architecture. If you're on Linux, you also should install some things. You probably have Git already, but you should install Build Essential. Probably want some tools like this. And make sure you have those dependencies installed. If you run into a problem, check to make sure you don't have some missing dependency if you haven't done too much development on the machine. On Mac, though, I'm just going to get right to cloning. We get clone. We're going to branch main for this one. And the organization, it's not Neutron Labs, it's Neutron org, and then neutron.git. And this will clone into the Neutron folder. Once I am cloned, I change directory to the Neutron folder, and here I want to just make install, and we'll be good to go. Make install is rather quick if you've done it before because the Go libraries and the Go dependencies are already compiled. Otherwise, it will take quite some time. Once you're done, check that your Neutron D version is something. It's taking quite a minute. All right, my Neutron D version is 500, release candidate 0, and whatever that version is, at the time you're watching this video is fine. As long as this command replies, you've got a Neutron D installed. Now, the way these work, and we'll get into actually setting up the network and configuring and so on in the next video, but very quickly, if you need help, just --help, and it will list all the subcommands for you that you can run on Neutron. The Neutron CLI works with a subcommand setup, so you could say something like keys list or query account, and then the account. It's a command, subcommand kind of format, and the main commands are shown to you here with help. So, for example, here keys is a command, but it has subcommands. And you can write here more information about a command. So if I come and ask Neutron D to give me help on keys in particular, it will then list the subcommands that are available for that particular command. So in the next video, we'll use those commands to actually set up on the network, to configure the command line to talk to the correct network, the testnet, and to get a wallet created for us, a key chain created for us with the keys we need to deploy our smart contract.